Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this channel, you will gain Python programming knowledge from basic to advanced concepts. And I'm going to teach you each and every topic in Python in just 5 minutes. And in return, I'll be looking forward for your support. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Now let's deep dive into our topic, that is Introduction to Python Programming. If you guys are completely new to Python, it's absolutely no problem. We are gonna start from the scratch. If you already know any kind of programming languages like C or C++, and then it's very easy for you to learn Python. If you are new to programming itself, don't worry guys, Python is a simple, easy to use syntax and it's like very basic English. And this is why Python is an excellent language to learn to program for beginners. And these are the topics that we are going to cover in this video. And Python was created by Rosen and was first released in 1991. And the Python project came out as a result of boredom. That is, since Rosen wanted to get occupied during his Christmas, he came up with an idea of creating some programming language, and there comes our excellent programming language Python. Now let us see what is Python programming. The Wikipedia says Python is an interpreted high-level general-purpose programming language. We often come across these three words, but we actually don't know the exact meaning of what it is. An interpreter is completely different from a compiler. What compiler actually does is it executes the entire code and lists all possible errors at the time. But the interpreter executes the code one by one. Python will show only one error even though the code has multiple errors in it. We can also say that interpreter directly executes the code by converting it into a bytecode. It does not undergo separate stages for compiling the code and then executing. Since Python doesn't undergo any separate stage for compiling, and this will definitely increase the execution speed. Like Python, Ruby and Java are interpreted language, whereas C and C++ are a compiler language. Next, let us see about high-level language. Basically, computer understands binary language, that is 0 and 1s. We call it as a machine language or low-level language. And human-readable language, we call it as a high-level language. Now, we'll move on to general-purpose language. It is capable of creating all types of program. For example, with Python, we can develop any program or any software. But with HTML, we can only develop web pages. The next question is, why do we need to go for Python? Python is the first choice of language for many developers, programmers, and students due to high demand in the development market. Python is undoubtedly the hottest cake in the market now. If you people were thinking of taking data science course, Python is one of the most important section in that course. Next, it is easy to use and simple syntax. Python is very friendly and its syntax are very simple, just like English language. One more best thing about Python is its versatility. It can be used in variety of environments such as mobile applications, desktop applications, hardware programming, web development and much more. Python is open source. That is, it is free to use and download. We could see the actual source code and developers don't have to pay for it. And the developers, programmers can share, copy and change the actual code. Also with Python, you can build about anything. Like it can be used for backend web development, used for data analysis, for creating productivity tools, games and desktop apps. How Python is different from other languages. Python runs slower than Java, but it takes more time to develop. Whereas Python takes less time to develop when compared to Java, and it is 3.5 times shorter than Java. Python is a dynamic program, that is, we can pass parameters at runtime. We can able to change the type of a variable even while the program is running. But in Java, we cannot do that. Both Python and JavaScript is object-oriented language. Both Python and JavaScript can be used as a scripting language, but Python can be used as programming language also. One interesting factor in Python is it is a garbage collector. If you are new to programming, then it is difficult for you to understand this concept. I'll make it more simpler way so that you can understand it. That is, the memory allocation and deallocation method is automatically done. It does not have to pre-allocate or deallocate memory as we do in dynamic allocation like C or C++. Let's see some real-world applications of Python. Have you ever think of how Netflix manages its traffics? Yes, it uses Python to avoid buffering and to manage the traffic of millions of users. And Python is one of the official language at Google. Most of the core search algorithms are written in Python and C++. And previously, the YouTube was written in PHP, but eventually it was replaced by Python. Let me quickly tell about the versions of Python. There are many versions of Python starting from version 1 till version 3, but 2.7 and 3.x are stable versions. There are a lot of difference between Python 2 and Python 3. I suggest you to learn Python 3.x because the version 2 will get vanished. Python 3.8 is the latest latest feature released in the series of Python 3. I'll tell you quickly how to install Python. Let's go to python.org, then go to download button. You could see Python for Windows, Linux or Unix, Mac OS and others. So just download Python 3.8.3. You can scroll down here to see other versions of Python. You can just click the download button here and it will download to your system. Even though most of the today's Linux and Mac have Python pre-installed in it, the versions might be out of date. So it is always a good idea to install it the most current version. Guys, I think I have covered all the topics which I have mentioned earlier. Please to hit the like and subscribe button for more videos and don't forget to share with your friends. And I have an Instagram account. I'll put the link in the description box. Please to check my Instagram account for programming facts and codes. Happy coding. Bye bye. See you soon in the next video.